Hello everyone, this is Ashok Raj. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to calculate the efficiency of cooling tower or how to calculate the effectiveness of the cooling tower. Okay, so in order to calculate the efficiency of any cooling tower, it may be a cross flow cooling tower or counter flow cooling tower. So we must know two things. One is cooling tower, what is cooling tower range, and what is cooling tower approach. If you know these two things, and you easily find out the efficiency of any cooling tower. Okay, for example, if you are assuming you are using some cross flow or counter flow, whatever it is, you are using any cooling tower, and there may be an inlet temperature, there may be inlet water, and there may be outlet water. Correct? So the inlet water to the cooling tower, it may be hot, and outlet water from the cooling tower, it is cold with respect to the hot water temperature. For example, let us assume that for cooling tower, in my cooling tower, the inlet temperature, the inlet hot water temperature is 36 degrees Celsius and cold water temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the difference between two is nothing but cooling tower range. So the difference between hot water temperature and cold water temperature. In other words, the difference between the temperature cooling tower inlet water temperature and cooling tower outlet water temperature. The difference between these two we call it as cooling tower range. So in our cases, the cooling tower range is equal to 36 degrees Celsius minus 31 degrees Celsius is equal to 5 degrees Celsius. That is cooling tower range. So when next we will go for the cooling tower approach. For cooling tower approach, you have to know the bed bulb temperature of the ambient bed bulb temperature you have to calculate. So using cyclometer or other digital meter, you will be able to find out what is the bed bulb temperature of the ambient. Okay. Once you calculate it, and you have to minus that value from the cold water temperature. Is nothing but cooling tower approach is nothing but is the difference between cold water temperature minus ambient bed bulb temperature. The difference between these two we call as what? Cooling tower approach. In other words, outlet cooling tower outlet water temperature and ambient bed bulb temperature. Difference between these two we call as cooling tower approach. Okay. In our cases, let us assume that bed bulb temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. Already I told that cooling tower outlet cold water temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. So 31 degrees Celsius minus 28 degrees Celsius is the difference between these two. It is coming around 3 degrees Celsius. So 3 degrees Celsius, the cooling tower approach is always should be less than the 4. If it is less than 4, it means that your cooling tower is working very effectively. If it is more than 4, and you have to check up to the process, all the process, where is the lag and how to improve the efficient cooling tower approach. Like that, you have to analyze and you have to rectify it. Okay. Now we find out. Now we found both like cooling tower range and cooling tower approach. Now when coming to the efficiency of the cooling tower, effectiveness of the cooling tower. The formula is cooling tower range divided by cooling tower range plus cooling tower approach into 100%. Okay. So if you have to apply the range and approach in this formula, and you have to simplify that mathematical expression, and finally you will get the efficiency of the cooling tower. Generally, the efficiency of the cooling tower coming around 70 to 80%. In between 70 to 80% only will come. So in your cooling tower, okay, you just calculate a range and approach and apply into the set formula and find out what is the efficiency. And after finding out, just do comment in the comment section with what type of brand you are using. Okay, so this is a task for you. So definitely this video will help you to understand what is cooling tower range, what is cooling tower approach, how to calculate the efficiency of the cooling tower of any cooling tower like that. Okay, so if you really feel that you are taking some, learn something newly today, so please react with our video and please do subscribe our channel. Bye. Have a nice day.